I'm Audrey Lorber, and I wrote, directed, and edited My Best Friend's a Zombie. I love movies. I love watching movies. I love making movies. I love talking about movies and writing about movies and hearing about movies. I love movies. I think my brain thinks through movies, and that's why I want to make movies. My art form is movies. I think it's like the perfect format for storytelling for me and my brain, and I've got some stories to tell. When I was making My Best Friend's a Zombie, I was inspired by a lot of zombie movies, but also a lot of like girlhood and female friendship kind of movies. And that's a lot of what My Best Friend's a Zombie's about. I wanted to make a movie through the zombie as metaphor. Like, I was very interested in exploring, like, the lack of humanity in zombies, and then, like, what makes a person human then? Like, if someone is not human, can they care for others? Can they care more for others? Is part of our humanity what's holding us back and what's keeping us selfish? And just, like, playing with those ideas, that's how this sprouted. I wanted to make something that was like easy and fun and not serious, but also had a little bit of heart. And then I think every good zombie movie does that, so. Production was awesome. I had so much fun, and I think the cast and crew did too. It was a lot of like hands-on, multiple people doing multiple jobs kind of thing. And, you know, with anything, there's going to be challenges. Like the assistant director, my bestie Bailey from Dark Sunshine Films, they got COVID like the day of shooting, and, you know, wasn't able to be there the whole production, which was obviously not planned for. And that being said, everything went swimmingly. Like, everyone had a fun time. I don't know, it seems like everyone really got along and everyone really cared about the movie and like making it a good, like, I don't know. It was a ton of fun. Like, while we had downtime, we just like watched George Lopez, because that was like my like obsession at that one moment in time. Production was only 2 days, so that was really cool. It was definitely like, you know, you do more pre-production so that production can go swimmingly, and it did, and it was so good. I watch a lot of horror movies. I like go to all the indie stuff, I go to all the big stuff, I try to see stuff in theaters. I see most things in theaters. I also like listen to the Horror Virgin podcast, so any movie they see every week, I always see that movie too, because I need to hear them talk about it. And yeah, so I watch a lot of scary movies, old ones, new ones, you know, and I gotta agree with everyone when I say The Substance was my favorite horror movie this year. It was amazing. I'm so over people that are mad that it's like not subtle. Like, oh my god, wow. Good point. Yeah, no, it was such a good movie. I loved the cinematography. I love an extreme wide angle. I love a little body horror. It was a good time. I recommend everybody see The Substance. I think it was like, you haven't seen a movie before you've seen The Substance, if I'm gonna be so for real. Any future filmmaking plans? I don't know. I'm actually working on something that is not a horror film. Boo, boo, tomatoes. But, yeah, I go back and forth whether I want to make things that are, like, super personal, like, and sentimental and, like, powerful and, like, serious. Or I want to go and, like, make something fun and stupid like My Best Friend's a Zombie. So I'm kind of like thinking about doing something that's a little bit like closer to home and like a slice of life kind of indie art house thing. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sure I'll always find my way back to horror though. I'm always thinking about things, you know, I'm always writing, as people like to say, but thank you. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for having My Best Friend's a Zombie at Sarah of Horror Film Festival, the heck. This is actually like my third film ever in it, which is so cool. The film that I made after my thesis film, Murder on the A Train, and then the one I made right after that, The Perfect Woman, which was my first sci-fi actually. We're in the festival in last year, I think. So thank you so much for having us again. It's always so much fun. So thank you.